Neang Badacha.
Part 1.
During the Buddhist era, there was a legend which had it that there lived in the town of Sao-va Thei a rich man named Thonn Se-thei, who owned a wealth of 40 billion. The rich man had 2 children, one son and one daughter, named Neang Badacha. At 16, she was the most beautiful of women in town. She was ordered by her father to stay at the 7th floor of the castle and not to see anyone. During every meal, food was brought to her by a servant who was a country lad. Later on, Neang Badacha fell in love with the guy. The two behaved wrongfully against the tradition without letting the rich man know about it. Thonn Se-thei got a close friend named Sao-va Thei, who was also rich and got a grown-up son. They decided to become in-laws as Sao-va Thei asked Neang Badacha to marry his son, and Thonn Se-thei agreed to the proposal. They set the date for the nuptials of their children. After learning that her parents married her to the son of their friend, and as the wedding day was approaching, Neang Badacha was very upset because she did not love her fiancé.
She decided to sneak out of the house together with her lover. Once far away from Sao-va Thei town, they settled deep in the forest, working the rice field and chopping wood for sale.
Spending 1 year together, Neang Badacha began to have her first pregnancy. When the pregnancy was near its term, Neang Badacha greatly missed her parents and brother. She wanted to give birth at her parents' home. She then asked her husband to let her deliver the baby at Thonn Se-thei's house because she believed that her parents would no longer be angry with them. The man did not agree, thinking that the rich man would punish him if he took her back home. One day, when the husband went out to look for firewoods, Neang Badacha secretly left the house even though her pregnancy almost came to term. Back from the forest, the man did not see Neang Badacha. He asked his neighbors, who told him that she returned to her hometown. The news prompted the husband to set out immediately. On the way through the forest, he met her and begged her to get back home. But she refused. Suddenly, Neang Badacha began to give birth without any help from a midwife. She then decided to get back home with her husband. 2 years went by very fast. Neang Badacha's child knew how to walk. Then she got pregnant for the 2nd time. She always begged her husband to take her back to her hometown so she would give birth there. Instead, the husband tried to cite reasons why he dared not make it: fear of being punished or killed by the rich man. Neang Badacha wouldn't never give up the idea of returning to her hometown. Life of the family of the farmer cum woodcutter was not improving. They often made ends meet. Neang Badacha was very worried. The miserable life of the family was one thing, and the near-term pregnancy was another. She greatly missed the hometown and realized her wrongdoing by leaving with her lover and giving up the parents who had done many good deeds toward her, providing her life with everything, not like at present. She felt extremely regretful, pitifully sitting down and breaking into tears.
Thank you for watching. I hope to see you again in part 2 video.